Welcome to another episode of the Back Catalogue podcast. This is the podcast where we, and by we I mean me, Appo, and my co-host / co-founder Vincent, we dive into the Disney Plus streaming service.
Listen, the Disney Plus streaming service.
People say I say Disney too fast and they can't understand me saying Disney Plus streaming service.
Is that a valid criticism of the show? Bro, you say Disney too fast. I can't listen to this.
We tell you, the listener and the viewer, what is worth it and what is not. Hey, we're here, Vincent. We're doing a breakdown. And let me tell you, this is a spoiler-rific breakdown of the latest, and by latest I mean the very first, and by very first I mean the very first non-leaked trailer of SpiderMan No Way Home. We're here, Vincent.
Yeah, I just watched it just then.
It's your first time watching it, bro.
It's the first time watching it. So first time watching it, long time listener. No, so I mean, first of all, bro, hilarious. No Way Home, bro. The next one's gonna be, bro, take me home.
West Virginia,
Virginia, country roads, to the place I belong, bro. Please take me home. I'm sick of this.
How funny would it be if the next one's just called Country Roads or West Virginia?
Yeah, or if they're in just West Virginia
the whole time, and then people are like, hold on a second,
Kevin,
you. You filming over there?
Should I be
This
filming?
might be our biggest episode yet, bro.
Hey.
Now, can I tell you something, Vincent? Up top, there's spoilers that are, for people who haven't watched the trailer and are those people who don't want to watch the trailers before. I understand that and I respect that.
So don't listen to this podcast.
Don't listen to this podcast because we're going to go into depth. Also, I have seen that a trailer was leaked the day before this trailer came out, which was completely different from the trailer that we got. I saw one screenshot from it. I will mention it on this because it is actually mentioned within this trailer as well. But if you don't want to hear about that leaked trailer specifically, spoilers for that as well. But we're here, Vincent. Should we get into this?
We should get into this.
Okay.
So first of all, this is wild.
So yeah,
I'm so excited.
So the premise is that after Far From Home, at the very end, J. Jonah Jameson says Spider-Man is Peter Parker because Mysterio set it all up. Because Mysterio's like, Peter Parker's going to kill me here.
Right, from beyond the grave. Do you reckon he's actually dead, Mysterio?
I doubt that he's dead.
I highly doubt it.
And I'll get into why I doubt that he's dead
Bro,
specifically.
you think I think I'm Mysterio, bro? I'm just a drone.
Well, that's exactly right.
And Mysterio's just been like, bro, it's the coronavirus lockdown. I just work from home. He's just there on his computer with his fishbowl on. He's like, bro, you think he killed me, bro? This is just a drone.
But specifically, you're right. That could be the case. And also, what we're going to get into in a second is the fact that this could be a Sinister Six movie or the initial beginnings of a Sinister Six movie.
Well, yeah, we saw Doc Ock.
We saw Doc Ock.
Played by the incomparable guy that played Doc Ock in the first movies.
Alfred Molina.
Bro,
Alfred, man. And he looked pretty good there.
He looked pretty good. He looked a bit disheveled, which is what I want to see.
Yeah, because where has he been? Is he within this universe? Is he from the multiverse?
Yeah, because this is multiverse of madness.
Well, also, this is the exciting thing because now things are starting to happen in which the universe is being changed. It happened at the end of WandaVision. She's tampering with that book.
Yeah, that's right.
It happened obviously at the end of Loki, and now it's happening here. All of these things happening in tandem, they're happening at the same time.
Well, because Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, I'm assuming that's going to come after Spider-Man chronologically.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Because he's going to be like, bro, this is madness.
Which
at the end of the movie, this is 100%. Kevin rang me up. He said, bro, tell your viewers tell the 3 people that listen to your podcast this.
Two of them are us.
Two of them are us. That's right. Thanks, Mum. Shout out to you. He's going to, at the end, it's going to cut to Doctor Strange's face. They're just going to be heads from all different realities. They're going to be like an alligator Loki there. And you're going to be like, bro, what the hell? And Doctor Strange is going to look at the camera and he goes, this madness.
And then zoom.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange will return in
That's right.
Doctor Strange's Multiverse Madness.
I'm telling you, that's it.
That has to be it.
No, Kevin told me.
Oh, Kevin told you. That's right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mum. So the whole premise is that Peter Parker wants people to forget that he is Spider-Man because it's ruining his life. You know, for some reason, even though he's involved in a worldwide, obviously he's a part of the Avengers Initiative, but also he's involved in a criminal case. He's somehow allowed to go to school with reporters and all that all around him. And he's just able to just walk into the space and people taking photos of him. Yeah. People are potentially there to just shank the bloke, beat him up. You know, I mean, obviously they wouldn't beat him up because he is Spider-Man. Like,
just shank the bloke. You just walking through school. This is for Mysterio.
Because at that point, everyone.
This is for all the drones you killed.
But then all the drones you own, apparently.
It's a guy from like DJI or something, that drone manufacturer.
That's exactly right.
So, bro, you destroyed all our drones. Our market value has plummeted.
So, I know DJI references. I know all sorts of drone-related and computer science references as well. But the thing that I wanted to highlight for you, Vincent, is that Peter Parker then goes to Doctor Strange and then does a spell to try to reverse it. Spell gets tampered with by Peter Parker himself. Multiverse madness things.
He goes, hey, Doctor Strange, can we do a spell?
This is the issue, right? This is one of my issues with this trailer. There's a couple issues that I have with this trailer. One is the fact that, yes, Doctor Strange is, he is a bit of a...
arrogant man?
He's a bit of an arrogant man, and he'll do things because he's like, I want to do that spell because, it's forbidden and whatnot. But would he really allow Peter Parker to do all the things that he was doing that would cause that to happen?
As in when he was talking while he was doing the spell?
He would think about, he's a man that would think about the variables, given the fact that he went into the future and saw all the ways that this could turn out for Endgame.
But I guess he doesn't have the time stone anymore.
That's true. He does not have the time stone.
I wouldn't think, well, where did the time stone go? The end. They returned it back to the timelines?
Yeah.
No, he does have it
because it's his.
It's his, bro. It's his. It's got Doctor Strange, property of Doctor Strange.
That's exactly right.
If found, please call this number.
That's exactly right. Well, actually, he does have it.
I'm pretty sure because they returned it all to the rightful places.
That's right.
So, in saying that, also, why wouldn't he say, okay, Peter, no one will know that you're Spider-Man.
You can go and tell those people.
But no one will know. We're going back to when no one knew. Square one.
Remember.
Like no one wrote that down for him. He's going, bro, what? Hold on, what about the guy at the deli? He gives me a discount now that I'm Spider-Man. Can we tell him?
Yeah. Look, if you want to tell the guy at the deli that you're Spider-Man, go tell him, man. Just be like, hey, look. Oh, yeah, man. You see that?
Just under the table.
Just web slingers, bro, under the table.
Just web slingers.
But also, you can go to your Aunt May and be like, Aunt May, listen, I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, but, okay, so what's interesting is how will it work? Is it like you are still Peter Parker, you know what's up, you know what's going on, and the kind of time has moved, I guess, backwards for you. So you're just Peter Parker, knowing all that you know at this point in time, but back in the past.
None of that stuff actually happened in the way
they
did. Or did people just forget?
I mean, is it going to do Infinity War again?
No, I think it's that he is in that space, but then people just forget. In their minds, they forget.
So they got the Men in Black. They got
the deneuralizer. But here's the thing, right? I understand, for his relationship with MJ, they had to go through those specific scenarios. She had to find out that he was Spider-Man for them to come together and become, a unit. Now, I understand that as a teenager, you'd be assuming, oh man, if these steps don't happen, how will I ever date her again? But also, you got to understand, you date someone in high school, bro. That's you're 99.999% of breaking up anyway. So don't even worry about it, Peter. Like, find the next one. You know what I mean?
Plenty of other fish. There's MJ, there's Mary Jane, there's Emma Stone.
There's Emma Stones. Yeah.
There's the one from Spider-Verse, Gwen Stacy.
That's Emma Stones.
Oh, she's Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy. Yeah.
But what we're saying, Peter Parker, bro, you read the comics, so you got plenty of heads to.
And also just like go out of it, you don't have to go down the comic book pathway.
Yeah.
Find someone else, bro. Hey, what's your name? Betty Ross. Nah, get out of here. You're from the comics. you don't want people from the comics, bro. It always leads to death and sadness. You've read that comic that I gave you? Spider-Man Life Story?
Oh,
it's all just death and sadness, isn't it?
That's the saddest comic I ever read.
That whole comic is just like,
that's just sad. What if Spider-Man aged, but as he aged, he got more and more depressed?
That's the entire comic. Now, we didn't see these two characters in the flesh. No, we didn't. But we we got a bit of a teaser for them. So the Green
Yes, we
Goblin,
did.
the Green Goblin,
That's what I
and
said, yeah, so-
Electro.
Okay, I
teased
didn't, I
in
didn't
this-
notice Electro.
teased in
oh,
this-
that was the lightning.
the
That
lightning
just
that came down.
Yeah, but it could have been Thor, bro.
Could have been Thor. But then there's also spoilers for the leaked trailer, and also spoilers for the fact that Jamie Foxx said he's going to be in this movie.
Bro, Jamie Foxx spoiling now? Come
Dude,
on,
Jamie Foxx ages ago, he's like, let's do it again, Spider-Man. And he like posted a photo of him as Electro and then all the 3 different Spider-Man standing there facing off against him. And he said, let's do this again.
So there's 100% going to be other Spider-Man.
Well, this was before there was any filming done. This was like obviously during casting phase. And there was, of course, people would do, fan art of all the different Spider-Mans, multiverse madness business. Spider-Verse business. But he posted that months and months ago, which is hilarious because he not only has he told us that he's in this movie, but he's also potentially told us that there's going to be other Spider-Men in this movie.
Yeah, dude, that's wild. I mean, we always kind of thought that when you have in Doctor Strange, there's multiverse.
Yeah.
There may be madness, or maybe they'll leave it for the next one.
And also in the trailer, in the leak trailer, apparently there was a photograph of him that was leaked.
Who?
Of Jamie Foxx being like,
okay.
hey, I'm Electro, but like, look at me, I'm actually good looking like Jamie Foxx now.
Actually, I'm actually good looking, bro. I've zapped myself into good looking. You know what I want in this, in this movie, is at the end, like they did in Spider-Verse, they have that classic meme of Spider-Man pointing at the other Spider-Man, right? But there's a multiverse, and then there's the 3 Spider-Man. There's Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland.
Yeah.
And they're there, and they're looking at each other, and then you just see out of nowhere, there's the cartoon animated guy, and he's just like, and that's when Doctor Strange looks at the camera, and he goes, bro, this is madness.
And then that's it, cut
That's
to
it.
black. I mean, I hope that is the case.
And then the Curb Your Enthusiasm song plays.
Yeah. I'm hoping that if they do feature all these villains, if they do a Sinister Six movie, the good thing is that they didn't have to, you don't have to go back and do a couple movies like in this new MCU with Alfred Molina's Doc Ock or Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus.
No, what's
Norman Osborn.
Norman Osborn, but what's the actor's name?
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe is Green Goblin.
Norman Osborn's Willem Dafoe.
The Green Goblin, right? You don't have to you don't have to put them into this timeline because people were saying, I don't want these characters to come in here. They'll feel like they're just they're just placed in here. We don't really know their backstory. We do know their backstory. We've seen it.
But that's the way they're going to do it, most likely.
Oh, that's what I'm hoping.
Is they're just going to say, bro, I'm from the other timeline.
Yeah. Now, for Doc Ock to come in and say, hello, Peter, does he know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man? Or is he saying that to someone else?
Well, I mean, there's billboards up.
Now there's billboards up. J. Jonah Jameson's
J.
got
Jonah
over
Jameson.
yeah.
Bro, that dude must have, like, I don't know,
Squillions.
agriculture money or something.
Yeah, big ag.
Yeah, his family must have been, I don't know,
Yeah,
beef farmers or something.
if he's like the Joe Rogan of that universe.
Yeah, but even Joe Rogan doesn't have that many billboard money.
I think that man has billboard
Actually,
money.
no, he probably
Didn't he
does.
get like 110 million?
Yeah, but he's not the Joe Rogan of this universe.
Dude, he's 100% the Joe Rogan.
He hasn't talked about DMT once. Okay? The only thing he says is, bro, cancel Spider-Man.
Yeah, and Joe Rogan would say the opposite. He'd say just give Spider-Man DMT
That's
so
exactly
we can figure out
right.
more about him. I guess that's, then he's not. I don't know who he is of that universe then. He's some form of another right-wing, celebrity though.
Yeah. I'm so excited for this. Because I don't care if there's, oh, bro, but what this doesn't make sense. It all makes sense to me. I don't care.
It all makes sense, It makes dollars. I'm worried that unless this is a long movie, like if they pull out a 2-hour movie on me, that's not long enough.
Yeah, but the start could be literally the first 10 minutes.
that we saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it could just go straight into it. Because what else are they going to do?
Well, that's the thing. They ended off the last one with everyone knowing that he's Peter Parker.
That's right. So it'll just be him and Zendaya going like, babe, how much does this suck, Can't we
like-
just stay up on this roof all day?
Yeah. And it's, oh my God, there's Doc Ock.
Yeah, that's right.
He's
And
on
then
the
they
roof
go,
with us.
He's on the roof. Maybe let's not stay on the roof.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking might happen.
The cool thing would be is if they did it like how the Spider-Verse movie was done, in which I don't care about as much about the villains, but if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in this, if the Tobey Maguires and Andrew Garfields were put together with Tom Holland, they just built rapport.
Yeah, I don't want to have it as, they're in the end and Doc Ock's here and the Vulture's here and the other man, Electro, Jamie Foxx Electro, he's zapped himself into good looking, is here.
and Sandman.
And Green Goblin and Sandman.
Yeah.
And then it's like, don't worry, Peter, on your left. Tobey Maguire's there. And they CGI'd Michael Jackson into a Spider-Man suit.
Because he was meant to be.
Because he wanted to, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to be Spider-Man.
And then, there's a behind the scenes of the man that had to like painstakingly recreate Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And he's like, which Michael Jackson do I create? Which level of Michael Jackson do I create? You're right. I don't want it to be like that either, where it's just like, I need all the help I can get. It's like, I got you, Peter. It's like, who the hell are you? Oh, you're me. Okay. I got you, Peter. It's me, Peter.
It's me, Peter. Oh, Peter, it's me, Peter.
If they come in, if they come in as well, because, we know them from where they are. But if, for example, Tobey Maguire's like how Peter B. Parker was in the Spider-Verse movies, where he's all rugged. He's had a hard life.
I want him to rock up. He's in the universe and he's gone. And then the music plays and he's doing these ones. he's doing the finger guns.
Speaking of those finger guns, Vincent, there's a couple of things that I want to say that I noticed just then. Well, one thing that I noticed just then as we were watching it, because this is probably my third time watching it. When Peter's in school, I don't know if it's a dream sequence or not, but he's running with a black suit on.
Yeah, I did notice that.
That to me thinks that it's just like he's having a dream and it's like a bad dream and he's like, everyone's chasing him. Because why would heads be chasing him in the school?
That's right.
Like, oh my God, give me your autograph. Oh my God, why am I wearing the Spider-Man suit in school? Oh my God, why am I naked now?
Because also he's got the nanotech.
He got nanotech, yeah.
So he just says, go gadget, like Spider-Man suit, and he's there.
Yeah. And maybe he says, go gadget black Spider-Man suit with removable mask. I think he's got the mask in his hands. I don't know enough about... I saw something on Twitter which just enraged me more than most things. And it was Doctor Strange sitting in front of... because why is he in the Ice Palace for some reason? I don't know. But Doctor Strange sitting in front of the fire.
Yeah, why is it cold? Why is it so icy in there?
I don't know. Man, it's just wanted a winter or something. But you know how he sits standing in front of the fire?
What's his mate's name? The guy that comes in and says, bro, don't do it.
I know his actor's name is BD Wong.
BD Wong.
But I think he's also Wong.
I think he's Wong.
Yeah, he is Wong.
Yeah, Wong. He's, Doctor Strange, they're doing portals and Wong goes, Stephen, you left the portal open again. What, do you live in a barn? And it's just one of them ice worlds and it's just got ice coming in. That's what's happened.
I got to make sure it is BD Wong. Because now I'm like, because I want to give that actor his respect.
Yeah.
But also, you know how he's sitting in front of the flames, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not BD Wong. BD Wong's he's a guy from another movie. What's the guy? I think it's Benedict Wong. Yeah, Benedict Wong.
Benedict Wong. Well, you were close. There's a B and D in there.
Yeah, because
how are they going to have Benedict and Benedict doing that?
That's
top
even
tier.
better. BD Wong's from Jurassic Park, but Benedict Wong is Benedict Wong in this movie. But when he's standing in front of the fire, I saw this thing come up on I didn't even click into the Spider-Man, No Way Home thread. It was just on my main news feed, and it was him standing in front of there. And then there was Mephisto. You know how everyone was like, Mephisto's in WandaVision. Mephisto's doing all of this.
I don't know who Mephisto is.
I don't know who Mephisto is.
Is he the Devil Man?
He's the Devil Man.
Yeah.
And then there was a screenshot of Mephisto also standing in front of a fireplace. And people were like, oh my God, you're right. That's not telling you anything. What, man?
The way you said that was as if I was going to go, oh, bro, you for real?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, bro...
Like, is that
I'm trying to put two and two together, but they're not the right... I've got the wrong numbers here or something.
They're not making 4.
They're not making 4.
So I don't think that, people will make... The issue with Twitter is that people will make these
connections
and
other people will pretend to get it.
Yeah.
Bro, I've seen issue 455 of Ultimate Spider-Man, the one that actually didn't get released.
Kevin Feige, he talked to my mum and she gave me the comic. Thanks,
yeah, my
Mum.
uncle works at Nintendo. That kind of business.
Dude, my uncle works at Nintendo stuff, or like this person. I remember there was this kid back in school, he told us that his dad created a time machine. And we're like, that's not true. And he's like, no, it is. You can even come past and you like, I'll take you in it.
Did you go past?
No.
You should have gone past.
I mean, I should have.
Because what if he did have a time machine? And he would have said, bro, we can go back to before anyone knew who your identity was. And it's just you and you're just in a different world and there's just no one you know there.
It's just like, dude, there's dinosaurs here.
Bro, who are you?
You know, like, what if...
They don't know me.
Yeah, no, I don't think it would have worked that way. Like, it might have. You know, we live in a world in which we can't say anything's wrong or right. Unless you know for fact that it's wrong or right. Now,
but
the other thing is...
fact might not be fact, you know?
It's the world we live in.
We did talk about, you know, research papers and whatnot in one of our episodes of the Patreon, you know?
Yeah, that was probably the
most intellectual episode we've had.
But also, it's probably not a selling point.
Bro, we talk
about p-values.
Dude, it was nuts. Far out. Sometimes I listen to that going to sleep and I'm thinking, bro.
There's intellectual
we bloody did it in this episode.
There's intellectual conversations going on.
Right. Anyway, so what else do we have to talk about?
This is the other thing that I want to talk about. Why do people need to leak things? You don't need to wait that long. Literally, the trailer came out the other day, the next day.
Yeah. I mean, I guess people always want new information. This is going to happen, this is going to happen. I prefer to not know anything. I was actually a bit upset when you said, we're going to do this episode on the Spider-Man trailer because I don't watch trailers anymore.
I know. Me neither.
Strictly no trailers.
Me neither, but also I want to get
That's right.
clicks.
And you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. So when people leak stuff, you know, obviously, you know, you want to have Tobey Maguire's, you want to have Andrew Garfield sitting there together with Tom Holland. They'd been like, Spider-Man, all three of us.
All three of us. You know? We do whatever each other can.
So you want that to happen. But at the same time, why wouldn't you want to be in the theater with your mates? You're sitting there with your popcorn, you're going, bro, what if this happens? And if it does happen, it's wild. If it doesn't happen, you're like, something else has happened.
Something else has happened.
Our expectations weren't met, but it's still exciting because of that.
Yeah, because if you've seen, I mean, a trailer's obviously meant to get people hyped for the movie, and that's fine. It is what it is. But I like going to a movie knowing nothing about it, and I'm going, what the hell am I going to get into?
Like, if someone told you that Captain America grabbed the hammer, what would that moment mean?
Yeah, that's right. The moment doesn't mean anything. Yeah. That's like that Brad Pitt movie with the space monkeys. And
the baboons.
The baboons. And I went there. My uncle just said, hey, there's Brad Pitt. He's in space. And that's it. Yeah, and I said, bro, I'm in. And I went to watch it and I go, far out. This is just depressing, this movie. There's baboons in a bit and the rest of it's just not a nice movie at all.
Don't they do like gunfights on the moon?
I don't know. He's just there with his dad and his dad's gone crazy because he's been out on this.
Like moon madness.
He's got moon madness, but he's gone like 3 moons over.
He's gone that. That's how far.
I'm telling you, they went past Mars. They went past like Pluto.
Oh, bro, did they look good?
Because they were trying to find. Did they look good?
Like, as in, like, did the visuals look good of Mars and Pluto?
No, it was just all. It's just all depressing. Honestly,
but these visuals are even depressing.
No, because you're there and you know, I mean, it fits the feel of the film.
Yeah, yeah.
But the problem is, it's just him in space the whole time. You're going, bro, we're on this planet and there's nothing out there. What's the point of anything?
Yeah,
like you know. And then there's baboons,
which is wild that there's baboons in space.
Yeah. Anyway,
like,
that's
you would have preferred to see Holden Astra as opposed to Ad Astra. Am I right? It's a local reference.
It's not a local. I guess it's a local reference, but
what is it, like a Chevy Astra or something? What do they call it over there?
I don't know. I think it's an Opel Astra. It's a European.
So, yeah, I don't get.
I'm just saying, yeah. Well, you go in there and you just expect the unexpected, I guess.
Dude, I couldn't even keep up with that tangent, man.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I just like to go into movies and it's just wild because you don't know when you're going to get. You might be depressed and you might not be.
But also, even if you're not, like, even if Tobey Maguire doesn't come into it or Andrew Garfield doesn't come into it, it's better not to know that. It's better to be like, you know what? I'm in here with no knowledge. I know that Doc Ock's going to be in there. I know that Electro's going to be in there. I know that Green Goblin's going to be in there. I'm assuming that because it's, you know, if you've got those three, are they going to do the full Sinister Six?
Because I already got half of them.
Is Vulture, is Sandman, is Mysterio going to be involved?
Well, Vulture's already there.
Sorry, wait. Vulture?
Yeah.
Oh, he was in
Homecoming.
Was he? Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
But I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, that movie. That's a good movie.
That's a real good movie.
That's a real good movie.
That's a real good movie. You know, we got Mans from Beetlejuice as Vulture. What's his name again? But yes, you're right. Vulture's in there. Maybe not. Maybe they'll put Lizard in it instead of Mysterio.
Lizard from the
Andrew
Spider-Man.
Garfield. Because that would make sense. That there's two Andrew Garfield villains, two Tobey Maguire's villains, and then two Tom Holland's villains.
Look, it does seem to even itself out like that, but maybe they'll just be.
You know, Thanos is like, bro, this is perfectly balanced. You know, he's got those ones. He's in the theater. And he's
just clapping the whole time.
He's saying, "Man, I'm glad I didn't." You know, look
there's
at
only
the
one
leaks.
of Tobey Maguire's villains, and then he's like, "Bro," and then Doc Ock comes out, and he's just. This is what I came here to see.
So yeah, that would make sense that it's Lizard, old mate, Electro, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Vulture, Mysterio, most likely.
And then the Hobgoblin arrives, and Willem Dafoe's just like, "Bro, go home."
Go home, son.
And then he goes home.
Imagine James Franco's in this. I think he's cancelled though. I think James Franco's cancelled.
Yeah. Okay.
So we probably don't want him in here.
No.
Is there anything that you, as a viewer who hasn't looked at the leaks, looking forward to?
I'm just looking forward to Spider-Man, just doing Spider-Man things. I'm excited to see what's happening. I'm just so excited for this movie. I'm not watching any more trailers though.
No, we're not going to do it. But here's the last thing that I want to tell you, Vincent. And I want to ask you, the Vincent, and you, the listeners and the viewers, if we get a three-way, you know, Spider-Man, yeah, I was
collaboration.
I was going to say scene, but then that
It was
would
Tom Holland featuring Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
AG. Which of those is your favorite?
Tom Holland.
Spider-Man.
Tom Holland for sure.
Tell me.
I don't like
give me reasons why.
Andrew Garfield second and Tobey Maguire third. I don't like the first Spider-Man movies.
Bro, you suck, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't like them. I like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
The Andrew Garfield Spider-Man is good. The first one is good. Amazing Spider-Man 1 is good.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not good.
I don't remember that one very much, so I got to go back and listen to that one.
Like, Jamie Foxx isn't even looking like Jamie Foxx.
I'm not going to watch it. I'm just going to listen to it. Bro, they must be fighting. It sounds like fists.
Jamie Foxx isn't even like, he didn't zap himself into good looking.
He didn't even zap. Well, you don't need to zap yourself into good looking.
No, you just be you.
That's right.
That's right. But, okay. Explain to me more. I don't, you know, because I don't want to get into this point where we're saying things and you're just like, Tom Holland has to be. Give me the reasonings.
Tom Holland, I don't know, just something about him. He just seems the most fitting for that role. And also, I think it's the most well done movie.
Oh, yes.
The two movies, I really don't like the Sam Raimi trilogy. The first movie, I don't like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. The only thing that I appreciate is the memes that have come out of those movies. Because they're hilarious.
And that's meme culture, and that's what we're all about here.
That's right, which is fine. But I don't think Tobey Maguire was a good fit for Spider-Man. I don't think the movie, you know, you got high school heads, you got bloody Joe Manganiello.
Looking like, yeah, they're
looking like Joe Manganiello.
40, like almost 40 years old. They're in their 30s.
Nah, bro, you can't. It's just Doc Ock was not good when I rewatched that movie. He was cool, but
he says, "Hey, is anyone missing $3,000? Because I have the rubber band." Remember that was a classic joke. Do you remember that joke? Like, zero people laugh. Even in the movie, zero people laugh.
Far out.
Okay, this is the thing. In my opinion, we have not had a perfect Spider-Man yet. I think that if you use elements of all the different Spider-Man, you would get a perfect Spider-Man.
Nah, bro, Tom Holland's perfect to me.
Tom Holland, I think, is the perfect Peter Parker.
Oh, you're saying in a movie?
Yeah.
You asked me who was the best Spider-Man.
Yeah, I did ask you that. I did ask you that. But what I'm saying is, as well, just to add on to it, I don't think that, you know, I'm tossing up between, in my opinion, as the best Spider-Man, as Andrew Garfield from the first Amazing Spider-Man 1 only.
He was good.
because he had the quips. I think that his suit was also cool because it looked like, because his suit was made by him initially, and it looked like, you know, I mean, it looked pretty high tech, but also the fact, you know, when he's jumping off the thing and you're like, it's like flapping.
Yeah.
It's not like skin tight, you know.
Well, the Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, he's got the jumper.
He does have the jumper, which
that's
I
pretty
love,
cool.
which I do love. I think that Tobey Maguire has the best suit. The Spider-Man 2000 suit with like the raised web on it, that is amazing.
Yeah,
I don't think that the new Spider-Man suits have been any good.
I like the Spider-Man suits. I like the new ones.
Yeah, but I don't think that they have any like
Character.
Yeah. They're like the Iron Man suits. Like, the Iron Man suits were cool, but then it's just the same thing.
Yeah, I guess. The other thing I like about Tom
sleek,
Holland is he plays that, bro, he's just a kid.
Yeah, that's right.
He's acting and you're going, bro, this guy's a child. He's doing the quips, he's doing the fighting, but he's also doing the I'm a child, you know, I'm not ready for this. Whereas Andrew Garfield seemed to be more, yeah, bro, I'm ready to go. I'm here. This is me.
Yeah.
And Tobey Maguire, bro, that was just a nightmare. I really did not like that. But also,
It's not a nightmare. It's actually, they're good.
no, I don't like them.
The third one sucks.
I haven't even seen the third one.
The third one is horrible.
I'm going over the first two. I watched the second one last year.
Yeah, I know you did. And I watched it last
And
year.
I did not like it at all.
You're telling me when he's like, oh, and he's like doing mean things on that train, you're just not like, this is amazing. Look at his suit.
It's cool, but I'm saying I didn't think that movie was that good.
Like, watch out, he's just a kid. It is cheesy and it is self-indulgent in the best of ways because it is trying to be it is the groundwork for what comic book movies are today.
Yeah, and we can get rid of that now because I don't like it.
Also, the two villains in those movies are really good.
Look, Norman Osborn was good.
Norman
in the
Reedus'
first
friend,
one.
Norman Osborn.
Norman Reedus' friend Norman Osborn. He was good in the first one.
He's amazing. Not just good, he's amazing.
Oh, okay,
He's not the best villain that we've had. I think that the Vulture, and also I really liked Mysterio.
I really like Vulture. Yeah, Mysterio was
wild. You couldn't do Mysterio as good back then as you could now. I don't think.
Anyway, I didn't like that. The first, to be honest, I probably like the first Spider-Man better than the second one out of the first trilogy.
Your only reason for not liking the second one was because the dollar bill one, wasn't it?
No, I don't even remember that joke.
No, you don't like it because when Doc Ock's like, he's looking all rubbery when he's like running around on the roofs.
No, that I don't care either.
You don't like MJ, do you, bro? You're going to tell me you don't like MJ now? Kirsten Dunst.
I'm telling you, bro. I didn't think that movie was good. We can rewatch it.
We can agree to disagree as well, can't we?
No, we have to. We have to have a resolution.
There won't be any resolution there. But
also, one thing that the new Spider-Man has, the old ones, bro, Uncle Ben was fantastic in the first two. It wasn't good in the third one. In Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
That's exactly right, bro.
He didn't say with great power comes great responsibility. He didn't have that.
Because we've seen that.
We didn't see it in Tom Holland.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We've seen it though. You know,
but not with Tom Holland.
I was trying to think of like a Uncle Bean dead, like that, like sort of. But his name's not Bean, you know.
But his name's not Bean. Dude.
It's not Uncle Bean, man.
I've been buying my rice, my Uncle Bean's rice.
Which beans and rice is a good combination.
I was expecting beans and rice, bro. Yeah. Ain't bean rice in them.
No, look. Let's get to the point where we just tell them where they can find us.
YouTube, like and subscribe if you're here. If not, go check out the YouTube. We got donut taste tests and whatnot. Bro, they were good donuts. We still got some left. I'm gonna have some.
Wait, also.
Yeah.
Do you think Kirsten Dunst is back? I think she might be back for this movie.
Peter, you need someone else to save. I've come here to be a nuisance.
Yeah, well, they didn't really give her much in the first one, did they? In the first three. She's just yelling. MJ's a better character than that.
As in Zendaya in the...
No, as in just like MJ, the character.
Oh, okay.
You know, like in the video games, in the comics, she's actually doing things.
Yeah, in the Spider-Man game, she's there, she's crawling, and you're going, bro, this is exhilarating.
Yeah.
Why can't I play as MJ more?
Yeah, those are the most boring missions.
They're the worst.
Where you're just taking photographs.
They're the worst, bro. I don't care about that.
Yeah. I mean, I love photography. You love it. I love looking at your photography, but you don't want to do that in game.
I'm not doing that in game.
Photography simulator. You're not jumping.
I don't want to do that in game where it's just, oh, bro, there's a file there. Let me take a photograph of that. Bro, that's a good looking file. Let me post that on Instagram.
Dude, file, save.
Bro, look, I'm with the file and I'm with this bloke that's got like a steel in his head.
Who's the steel man? Anyway, tell them where they can find
Hammerhead in the games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is his name Hammerhead?
You talking about Tombstone?
Tombstone. No.
Hammerhead?
I don't know. The guy with the steel forehead that turns himself into a robot.
Is that in the first one?
That's the DLC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think it is Tombstone. Anyway, that's it. Farewell.
Farewell.